Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, thus far about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. Kenny, I'll tell you what.
What?
We've already seen some big matchups to start this season. It's very early.
Yes.
But in the real world, how soon do you start thinking about playoff ramifications?
Oh, you start thinking about playoffs from day one.
Oh,
the end goal is always some.
But you're not thinking about where you are. Hey, right now we'd play these guys.
Yes, always. And I look at them in 5-game blocks. I would be like, hey, man, in these 5 games, we need to be here for the playoffs. After these 5, we need to be here. Because that's, if you don't, it could get out of control and out of your control.
I can tell just from his reaction of shaking his head that he's not buying what you're selling.
Don't listen to that jibber-jabber, Ernie. You focus on one game at a time. The rest will just take care of itself.
So
you go less than I do.
One game at a time,
I went
take care of
5-game
itself.
blocks. You went
and then if you need to make an
time.
adjustment, you don't wait. You just
when
make
did you think about playoffs then?
When playoff time came around.
So not like early on in the season you weren't thinking playoffs
man.
like Kenny was.
Can't control the future. Only I can.
It didn't work that time. Nothing showed up in your hand.
Nothing.
It doesn't always work that way. What do you think this is, some video game? Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Hi, this is Kevin Hart. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Memphis head coach David Fizdale spent a long time as an assistant in Miami. He coached the big three of LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh. He said they were incredible leaders and basketball geniuses, so I was very lucky to be a part of that. A lot of my success I owe to that team we had in Miami. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. Well, you got to play against some great defenders in the NBA like Draymond Green of Golden State and others. What are some of the things that, I mentioned Draymond Green, that he does as a player that you think separates him from the rest of the defensive guys in the league?
He does his research. He does his homework.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. When you watch him play, he puts himself in position before the offensive player even attacks. And how does he know that? Because he's watching film. He studies. He knows the player's tendencies. And so when you mix in the research to go along with his frame and the quick hands and the foot speed, then you have a defensive player that's a force.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with Selden, and it's Evans in at the small forward. And Kobe, something that has changed in the NBA over the course of your career is the role of the power forward, the 4. More and more you need to be able to stretch the floor, take your guy outside, shoot the 3. Do you feel that that's a trend, or is that something you think that is here to stay in the NBA?
Well, I think things will evolve and things will change. I mean, you start getting power forwards like Tim Duncan and Garnett back in the league, Dirk. All of a sudden, it becomes less and less of a commodity to have smaller fours.
Right.
Because you're going to need to deal with the Tim Duncans and the Garnetts of the world. So I think it's just a natural evolution thing.
Did you, when you had to guard a big like that, ever fear going out and trying to get him on the side or even working him inside the lane where he would have more power, more advantage?
No, I never worried about it too much. What I try to do is I always try to study the film and figure out what their tendencies are, what their sweet spots are, and you just try to get them off of that. It's not necessarily about the size of them, but how do you get yourself in position where you can knock them off down a little bit and use the lack of size that you have to disorient them.
And Kobe, how did you learn to watch tape? Because there are guys now watching tape and they'll just go, and you wonder if it's really even sinking in.
Trial and error.
Yeah, right. But really, that was it.
Trial and error. You start looking at things, you start saying, man, like if I'm watching an edit on the player, and I watch one particular game, and then I look at the next game, he's doing the same thing. And the next night, he's doing the same thing. Hold on, let me go back and watch. And then you start looking for consistent behaviors or patterns in their behavior. And then you think, okay, maybe that's something that's a tendency for him. Let me go back and check. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles, turn. 2 dribbles. Oh, my God. Yeah,
There
that's
it is.
it.
Here's the pattern.
Right, so what if I interrupt him between his first and second dribble and throw him off a rhythm? What'll happen then? Right? What if I know he's going to go 1-2, turn right shoulder? I let him go 1-2. Now I jump to his right shoulder. Now you can't turn there. What happens then? Right? You throw them off of their patterns.
Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in. Evans has got his second bucket tonight. And Kobe, your spectacular high school career at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, in that Philadelphia area, paved the way for your NBA career. Talk about some of the highlights of your days in high school.
Well, my days in high school were fun. I mean, I played at a small high school called Lower Merion High School, so not too many people heard of it. You know, when you come to Philadelphia, the schools that you hear of are Overbrook, where Wilt Chamberlain went to school, Bartram, right, where Earl the Pearl Monroe went to school, right? But you never heard of little old Lower Merion High School, right? So it was a huge honor to be able to bring a state championship to Lower Merion and kind of put Lower Merion on the map, and that's the most exciting part about it.
Oh, a terrific story indeed. A huge honor, I'm sure. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. That gives them the lead. Selden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Walker against Conley. Right side, Jordan. And here's Walker outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And Kobe, you've had so many fans from high school that carried over to your NBA days. In the stands now, in fact, you'll see fans with Lower Merion High School jerseys on.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
How cool is that? You know, to actually be able to see a bunch of Aces jerseys in the crowd when literally nobody knew where Lower Merion was. There's actually a school called Upper Merion. So everybody used to confuse the two. Just say, hey, yeah, I saw you when you played at Upper Merion. Say, hold on, dude. No, Lower Merion, man. Get it right. Don't forget it, Lower Merion.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bass comes in for Randall. Ball's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Walker. And Parsons kicks to Ennis. His three-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ingram wide open. Hits the target from 18 feet.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Harrison kicks to Ennis. Outside, Davis. Here's Harrison. Right with a screen on Lawson. Harrison. The Grizzlies with another miss. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 1. Lawson kicks to Ingram. He feeds it to Ball. No good that time. Great D that time from Davis. And here's Ennis. Knocks down the 3-ball. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a...
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
They've got Ingram. Brandon Bass is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Lawson. And it's Middleton in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. The lead pushed to double digits. Carson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lawson kicks to Ingram. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
Kobe, you've made no bones about patterning your game after Michael Jordan. You watched him while growing up. Can you give us a little insight into the impact of what he meant to you and how he formed you in some ways? Sure. Well, I think most players growing up, at least my generation, probably watched him play and saw all of the fancy plays, the dunks, the highlights, and things of that nature. What I focused on was how he got there. The moves, the timing, the fundamentals, the spacing, the rhythm. That's what I studied meticulously. And so when I watched him play, I think I watched him play a little differently than others. Having not gone to college and all these other things, growing up overseas, I had to learn the fundamentals by watching and observing the greats, and to the most minute detail.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Andrew Bogut checked in for Zubac. Randall comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brandon Ingram. Tyreke Evans is checked in for the Grizzlies. Mike Conley comes in for Andrew Harrison.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And after 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many teammates. Can you make a short list of some of your favorites over the years?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pau Gasol for me. Derek Fisher.
And a quality person, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, right.
And Derek Fisher, Ronnie Turioff is one of my all-time favorites. Lamar Odom, Shaq, obviously, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with some great teams. Horace Grant, A.C. Green. I mean, the list goes. Ron Harper. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Brian Shaw. I mean, I was very fortunate to have some really good teammates.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Green comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Selden in for James Ennis. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Evans. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ingram comes in for Ty Lawson.
And now a look at Kemba Walker. Some numbers on him. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Evans attacking. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Memphis.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle. on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Jordan dishes to Walker. Here's Randall, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, you just can't let Randall hang around on the glass. I mean, that's how he generates a number of scores, and he does it pretty much every game.
Well, I have to say it's been quite a fun night with you, Kobe, joining our broadcast tonight. Thank you for spending some time with us and our fans. I'm sure they've all enjoyed it.
No, thank you. I've enjoyed it as well, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And Clark, you've been broadcasting for the entire span of Kobe's playing career. How is it to share a booth with someone who you've watched progress throughout their entire career?
Well, it certainly reminds me that I'm moving into that last block on the demographic charts. I'm in the early third quarter, if you will, that's for sure. But it's a treat because it's wonderful to see how he grew as a player and as a man, and much respect for Kobe Bryant because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer and doing great things off the court, too.
Outside Jordan. Middleton the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And this is where you milk the clock.
Yeah, that's the intelligent play here, Greg, no doubt. No reason to chuck up some garbage shot.
Green, the screen. Selden kicks to Evans. From deep three-point range, and so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. And guys, for the Grizzlies, what'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
In simple truth, they just got hot.
So that'll do it for now.
And now the third quarter about to get going. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
Mark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17. Scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Selden is out there with Conley. And it's Evans in at the small forward position.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done. And I'll tell you, Gasol's one of the few second-round picks to command a max contract in his career.
Another miss by Conley.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And the wide open shot from Evans. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Shot's good by Walker.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Selden kicks to Green. Memphis moving it around. Drops in the tray. 14 points for Tyreke Evans.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gasol against Jordan. There's Walker with the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, that's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Craig, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game. Well, you know, one of the things young teams typically struggle with is defense. I mean, no surprise that the Lakers have struggled in that area. A lot for them to clean up before they can battle with the big boys across the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bass comes in for Ivica Zubac. Chris Middleton's checked in for Ingram. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Walker. Lakers trail by 8. And Clark, when you take a look at the Lakers' young core, do you see the potential for a top-flight defensive team?
Well, I think their talent is more tilted towards the offensive end. Still, I think they can become better by cutting down their mental errors defensively and focusing on the defensive rebounding and getting back in transition. Those things are correctable, and I think the young Lakers will have a chance to improve in those areas.
Clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. Jumper off the screen. And the Grizzlies get it back. Nice D from Bogut.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, it seemed like destiny. The Lonzo Ball would end up with the Lakers. He found his way to the team he grew up watching.
You know, and rarely do you see a team and player be such a perfect fit. But that's the case here. And the pressure will be on Lonzo to succeed in L.A., put a lot of faith in getting to the Lakers. And remember, he turned down workouts from every other team because he wanted to wear that Laker uniform. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And there's the feed to Bogut. Lawson from outside. And again, the Lakers no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Now, here's Ball. Guarded close. Outside for Lawson. Here's Bass. A second chance effort, and it's right, sending it back.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Davis dishes to Ennis. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Ennis has got 11 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Ball. Lawson out there with Ball. Then it's Bogut. Then it's Randall. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Harrison kicks to Selden. Nobody near Parsons. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Middleton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
And some changes here for the Lakers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Bogut. Brandon Ingram comes in for Ball. And Walker subbed in for Ty Lawson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Wright. JaMychal Green comes in for Davis. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Parsons. And Mike Conley subbed in for Harrison. Stolen by Evans. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
And Middleton is just a total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Conley kicks to Green, looks for Evans, gets it to him.
Good ball movement, wonderful pass, couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and the Lakers breathe a sigh of relief this summer, retaining their lottery pick that had a greater than 50-50 chance of falling to the 76ers.
And you know what, Kevin? That's a huge boost for the franchise, drafting Lonzo Ball. They kept their pick, but that means they will lose their 2018 pick. No upside to losing games this season. They're going all in.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Lawson comes in for Julius Randle. And Ball subbed in for Ingram. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Walker's shot is off. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Conley. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And it's 6 points for Mike Conley.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Jordan, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
Offensive rebound. Evans against Walker. Tipped away. And the dunk by Walker.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's Evans missing. Lakers trail by 9. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Here's Selden. And again, Memphis no good. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Jordan kicks to Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Evans. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Lawson up top, guarded by Green. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Time running out for the Lakers. It's Ingram on the wing. Conley against Walker. Pass to Randall. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Randall. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Gasol a screen. Evans attacking. A rebound by the Lakers. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan the screen. Green with the block. Here's Zeldin. Over in the corner, Conley. But he recovers it. They double-team Conley, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tyreke Evans.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Ingram kicks to Middleton. And the Lakers get it back. Fires for 3. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Harrison. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 10. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chandler, you guys really passed the ball well tonight, and that seemed to feed energy at both ends.
Yeah, just playing selfish. And as you can see, we're having so much fun when we play that way, when everyone's getting involved everybody's touching it. It's just a much better team offense when we play like that, and it's successful for us.
It was successful tonight, Chandler. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.